Obviously 2K16 servers are turned off, so there's a bit of glitching stuff going on.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And welcome to the NBA Conference Finals on 2K.
So Jonathan Knox there has got the injury badge next to him. He broke his nose in the first round, so he was set to be out for the season but still can play for some reason, so might try to expose Eulis there. He's 5'8", Cecil Payne's 6'8", so complete foot there in mismatch. Turn to the options there, show you that I'm on Hall of Fame.
Here at the Pepsi Center, two Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game one of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
Someone cut base.
They're just coming out of a tough battle. Their last series all the way to 7 games. This is a somewhat exhausted, but I'm sure very happy team.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home floor. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series. Well, we'll see if they can.
So anyone playing at home, trying to get Cecil Payne to the Hall of Fame, he's an auto-generator rookie that I managed to pick first in the first season draft of 2016. Porzingis was also part of that first season in the fantasy draft.
Always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Cecil won the MVP.
Now Payne fires from deep. Another three for Denver.
This season, he's dropped a bit of a step. He's a little bit slower than normal. He fatigues a lot quicker. He's 35 years old now, I think.
To the middle, here's Filiman, and it's blocked. Kicks it to Payne. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The dish now to Russell. Got a piece of it. Here's Pope. And it's sent back by Russell.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Russell sets a screen for Payne. Out to the wing. Here's Knox, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
We took care of the Timberwolves in the last matchup. Also got Gabriel Russell there from the Timberwolves.
Here's Russell, and he
had a situation where I was going to have 2 players I wouldn't have been able to re-sign. I had some deficiencies in my centre position. Well, not so much my centre position, but more so playing Porzingis as my centre and then having some deficiencies in my small forward position. So decided to make a trade there.
To give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Payne. Screened by Russell.
Oh, That was supposed to be the
Here's
season.
Porzingis. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Payne kicks to Russell. Passes it to Bradford. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Here's Porzingis. And again, Denver with the triple.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot.
It's been pretty interesting since the service has turned off. I've had to.
Suns trail by 6.
I've had to really manipulate some things so player morale doesn't get affected too much.
Payne grabs the ball.
Any player that's sort of around 75 overall.
It just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time.
A situation where
here's Tiny. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Towns. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I have a pat my back badge.
Indefatigable.
You do that a couple of times when they're frustrated and sitting on the bench. They suck it hardcore and want to trade. So over the last couple of years, I've really built up a lot of players that are around that 75, 76, 77 rating that want to probably could start on another team, but can't start on mine. But because I got that tough love badge, when they still click on that, and it just limits the impact it has on a player's morale. It doesn't obviously boost their morale, or it sort of just keeps it on that average thing where they're not complaining every single time.
Here's the screen. They swipe it.
Obviously you got no BC because the serves have been turned off, so you can't necessarily keep the coaches happy through the press conference chats and that sort of stuff. It's became a really difficult game to play, if I'm honest.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of
Hamry is a really good guard. He hasn't complained once, been on the bench. And on Division 1 season turns 36. Hamry's going to take over the starting honours.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those in this game.
Pope is someone that I've wanted to get on my side for a couple of seasons. He's 6'10", and if we go into the game stats there and click on him, he's 84 overall. But he's got a pretty decent wingspan and a pretty good depth and
you
talent.
can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I briefly spoke with Jeff Hornacek. We talked about the importance of stealing a game on the road, and Coach said they want to come out and set the tone early in this game. He said, quote, if we can come out and take this first game, all of a sudden we're in control of the series.
Thanks, Doris. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Made a really good trade
Also, guys, the passing has been
this season where I got Henry and Owens.
To the wing right side.
Owens won Rookie of the Year.
Owens, defended by Middleton. Owens, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
But yeah, same situation. I had a situation where I couldn't give some players some minutes.
Shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
We wasn't going to be able to re-sign, so made that trade for Owens.
And Denver again with the bucket.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And so here's Phoenix, trailing here by 8. Misses the layup. Here's Henry, defended by Middleton.
With Pena
Henry
injured,
passes to Owens.
we've
Lee
got
with the
Greg
steal.
Monroe getting some backup minutes there that he wouldn't have. I had to pick him up
1:41 left
in
in
the
the
waiver
first.
wire.
Middleton dishes to
Obviously,
Black. The stupendous
with no-
finish in traffic.
And really just led him to his
with
sweet
no
spot for
VC
that
and
finish.
service
The
turned off,
Nuggets
it's
leading
very
by
hard to
6.
sign free agents when you're over the
Passes it
cap.
to Owens.
So I've had to sign a 38 overall Monroe, who's 68 overall.
Here's Grady. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's
Grady's
a great
also a
point.
rookie.
10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have
Decided that I was going
at the
to
rim.
play him
So
over
it's
through.
Phoenix now.
He's on my bench.
Here's Clement. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. To the left side wing. Owens passes to Monroe.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Phoenix making a change here. Peterson's checked in.
Oh, and I'm actually live on YouTube.
And
Wasn't
so
too sure
Greg
how that was
Monroe
going to work
nails both of
because
them.
I don't have 1,000 followers. So
Suns trail by 10.
let's see how this
They
goes.
need a good offensive
This
possession.
live
Yeah,
broadcast.
they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
So if anyone's
It
found my
really
channel
is, Clark. The
through
defenders
this
need to do a better job of
2K
closing
link,
those lanes to the hoop.
I do beer
Here's Henry.
reviews on
He hasn't
YouTube
yet
and
put up
put up
any points
reviews
in
on
this one.
YouTube.
Black grabs the board. 26 seconds left in the first quarter.
Ooh, nearly got
Pass
that.
to Garner. From beyond the arc, they get it back. The pass to Peterson. Tries again. Rejected by Monroe. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, up by 8. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. We're back in a moment. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way. Folks.
So any 2K players
handball.
out
Either
there
one or two.
in the chat, I'd love to hear what your favourite 2K's been.
You've got Russell. And it's Payne
I like 2K12 a lot because it had live leagues,
Here's Owens, and he's good on the 3-ball.
and I
7 points in the game.
That's a terrific sequence at both
quite
ends of the floor.
enjoyed
They block the shot and
2K20
recover it for the
so that
fast
brought
break finish.
online leagues back.
Pass to Pope.
But I've been stuck playing this, trying to get
Falls
season
through.
wins
He's
or
now
Hall
made
of
2 of
Fame,
4.
not really
I
experienced
like it.
too
I
much.
like
So
it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
once I do this, I'll probably move on to the next newest
Now here's
2K.
Payne. D right on him. And he gets the bucket. Payne's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Passes it to Pope. All sorts of time. And the jumper is good. Slim's got 4 this quarter.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. To the inside. Here's Owens. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Also, if there's been any
Suns trail by 11.
there's been any auto-generator rookies that you guys have loved in your experience with the 2K, what position, what ratings they were, what stats they had.
They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple
I'd
more
love to
points
hear
off
from you
that lead
guys.
right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a night so far for Slim. 9 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Both free throws good from Pope.
So I've tried to
The Nuggets leading by 9.
do this last couple of games on Twitch, and obviously after you
to the paint.
do a
Here's Payne,
good cut.
and he floats in for the easy
I'm
2.
obviously
Credit the
after
assist
you
on
do the
that
live
one.
stream,
And really, he's
it
just done a
deletes
great
the
job
video.
of finding
So
the open man every
I
trip
decided to
down.
give this
Boy, it sure
YouTube
seemed as though he's
share
done it
a
every
crack
time. It's
and
been
see what
an
it's all
awesome
about.
display of passing for him today.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Slim. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball.
Oh, poor
to be a leader at
defense.
the offensive end. He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, those are the battles we can and should win. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's Tiny to the inside, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. And you look at Tiny, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Not bad.
On defense, Denver, and the shot is good. Tiny's got his second bucket of the night.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Clement, and it's sent back by Russell. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Tiny. To the middle, and it's sent back by Russell.
Nice block, Gabriel.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Porzingis. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Denver, Kristaps Porzingis. Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Suns trail by 16. Here's Tiny. There's a screen. Towns, the pass to Tiny. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Towns in the corner. Here's Pope. Buries the long-range jumper. Slim's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now the pass to Porzingis. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul. Black's checked in for Phoenix.
Playing with a pretty munted controller, so sometimes when you try to make passes, it's not really passing to where you want it to.
Pass to Pope. Fires from the line. Good, he hits the jump shot. Slim's got 16 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Passes it to Knox. Dishes to Russell. And he dunks it down.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Suns trail by 13. Tiny, the pass to Pope. Here's Tiny. Another three for Phoenix.
You know, he's
So heading into next season,
obviously, but he's
got a top 5 pick
in the second.
and a late
Denver's
first.
gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Bradford.
The draft
misses
isn't
the dunk.
that strong.
He knows that one should have gone in.
It's probably maybe 3 or 4 like high draftable guys.
Here's Tiny. 7 points in the game.
But also know that
They double him with
sometimes
Russell.
there's a bit of
Out
a
of bounds.
glitch
Denver takes possession.
in the draft
Just
where
carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your
positional
head in the
wise,
game.
if a
Several
team
teams changing
is
it
strong
up
at
here.
that position
Henry
regardless
kicks to Monroe.
of best
Over to the
drafted
wing.
player, the CPUs may not
Inside.
draft a particular
Stolen.
player, so I still
Pushing
might be
it
able
up.
to get the second or third best play, even if the pick is pick 5.
Here's Clement.
It's just a roll of the dice.
Another 3 for Phoenix. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Suns?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting
I've
that
gone on a bit of a
backboard
run and
getting
I've
down in
cooled
transition,
down a bit.
especially in this first half.
And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. Lee's checked in for Phoenix. Chris Middleton comes in for Pope. Feeds to Black. No luck, and it's Denver the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Garner. Elbow shot is on the way. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The Suns making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Henry. The rebound by Middleton.
Block.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Knocked away. 4-on-3 break. Here's Owens. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 14.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession.
It's been a good stretch, 14-5 run by the Suns.
That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Here's
no.
Lee. And it's Denver with the rebound. Hammered, defended by Middleton. To the wing on the left.
Good spacing. Good spacing.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Suns trail by 9. The pass to Gardner. Lets the 3 fly.
Look at that wind up.
That's something they need to do
That
more
Cartwright
of.
wind up.
Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Gotcha.
Run down hard with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And it's the Suns with the ball. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. That is good. Lee's got his second basket of the night. The Nuggets leading by 7. There's the feed to Henry. Monroe against Lee. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
In you go, Hamry. There you go, buzzer beater.
Good on the triple. 7 points in the game.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And so we wrap up the first half. Nuggets lead by 10. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is such a pleasure here in the postseason to bring you the half. Looking at
So
Denver,
if anyone doesn't know,
they put
I'm a
themselves in
Milwaukee
decent
Bucks
shape
supporter.
to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. So far, they've clearly been the better team,
well,
controlling
a little
the
bit
flow.
after 2001,
By no
but
means is it a runaway,
I
but
was
they
a
put
Sonics
themselves
fan.
in a great position.
Bucks were my second
Jack,
favorite
let's get your
team
take on
when
Denver.
OKC
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with
took
their
over
transition game.
Seattle.
They got out on the
So
break every chance they had, and the time
I'm
they
a
could
Bucks
push the
guy.
tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense
But in
scrambling like eggs with the cheese.
2K16.
And I
Oh, sorry, not 2K16.
And Kenny,
2K12,
what are your thoughts on
when
Phoenix?
we were doing online
Can
leagues,
this team please
I jumped
get
on
fired
late.
up on defense?
Someone had already
I mean,
picked the
get
Bucks.
angry, get upset.
So
Guys
I
are
picked
way
the
too
Nuggets,
soft and giving up
and
way
I
too
pretty
many
much
good
used
looks.
Nuggets
At some
in
point,
most
you got to draw.
2Ks.
And time now to
games.
send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
Right now it is 2 past midnight.
And we
Starting to
welcome
get
you back to the Western
weary-eyed.
Conference
Hope
Finals
I
as we
don't
get
fall
going
asleep
again.
at the wheel.
Suns trail by 10. Setting the floor for the Suns.
Let them back in the door, but I should be alright.
Here's Pope. Passes to Towns. He feeds it to Towns. Pocket 6. Here's Clement. And the layup's good off the glass.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Denver leading by 8. Here's Payne. And that one is swallowed
Vintage.
through.
Vintage Payne.
And sit there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
So after we saw that dunk, I'll go into stats. Not so much for this game, but as you can see, I got him in the 16-17 season, and as you can see, his averages have been really solid all the way through his career, probably averaging close to 25 and 6 for most of his career. He had a down season, but he played 82 games that season. He suffered a couple of knee injuries in some of these other lesser seasons. But he's just an absolute jet of a player.
Phoenix with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Pass to Tiny. Here's Pope. Shot is off. Nice D from Russell.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Payne, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Tiny, the pass to Towns.
Try to get a cheap steal there.
On defense, Denver. At one point, they led by 16. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Denver leading by 12. The pass to Knox. He dishes it to Payne. Passes it to Bradford. And he's
good baseline
to set him up.
So I know I said that probably 2K12 was my favourite 2K in terms of like the overall game, but obviously we're in 2021 and I'm still playing 2K16, trying to get Payne for the Hall of Fame. So
he couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around
place
to
in my
do
heart.
that, Greg. I mean,
I've been right up there with the
right
best
away.
2K games ever invented. I think 2017, 2018, and I don't think I ever played 2019, but I think they were all pretty ordinary from what I've heard and seen.
And
I didn't like when they made a storyline
in
2017 or 18, one of them, in my GM mode. You know, we're playing basketball here, we're not playing home and away. So
I mean, that's what you like
I wanted to play a drama. I would get
now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
end up buying a home and away game on PlayStation.
And here's Payne. He's got 15. There's the screen. Pass to Bradford. To the middle. Right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Another 3 for Denver.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Shooting stroke
it
on
really
my
has,
screen
Mark.
with
The
the square
defense
button.
unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Towns. And he gets it to go. Towns has got 5.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Off target on the outside leaner.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
And he recovers it. Here's Pope.
It's in. Oh, no,
a three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 17. The pass to Bradford. The drive by Russell. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Denver. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Got a piece of it.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Payne swallows it in.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws
foul
now for
there
him.
by Bradford.
That's his first personal foul.
The Suns have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Denver. They're on an 18-6 run. Right wing, down low. Lee with the steal. Passes it to Tiny. Takes the 3. And the shot is good. Tiny's got 12.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Henry passes to Owens.
There you go, mate.
It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Timeout called. The Suns.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given.
After the game, we'll have a little bit of a look at the contracts.
To get them to tighten up their defense.
Obviously, I brought on Gabriel. He's got a 20 mil contract. Zingis has got above 20 mil contract. Cecil Payne has got a 20 mil contract.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Denver.
And I think Bradford
16 points for
is
him.
nearing the end of his contract.
Ball stolen.
So, with Henry playing as well as he did in his rookie season, it might be a case of, if we can't re-sign Bradford, we might have to look at trading him, which is unfortunate because he's 6'10", absolute beast of a shooting guard. But look, if we have to do that, we have to do that.
Lee left side. It's deflected. They retain possession.
Out of
Shot
my
clock at
house.
5. Here's Peterson.
And again.
Phoenix will retain possession. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pope.
Chris Middleton.
Here's Garner. Nailed from 3-point land.
That went in.
8 points for him.
That went in. Bullshit.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Kicks it to Henry. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Owens passes to Monroe. To the paint. Pass to Owens. 4 on the clock.
Uh-oh.
And again it's Denver.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And here are the Suns now. It's an 18-point game. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. It's tipped. Lee with the steal.
Try to go the alley there.
Fast break.
Didn't
Here
work
come
out.
the Suns. That's good. 10 points for him.
See with someone viewing. I don't know who you are. Feel free to comment. Not too sure if it'll come up on here, whether it'll come up on YouTube.
And it's Monroe at the elbow.
As I'm new to this whole thing, but
who's checked in for Phoenix? Suns trail by 16. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Nuggets leading by 14. 1:24 left in the third. Here's Owens. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Suns trail by 17. Pass to Pope for the three. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The dish to Henry. Out to the right wing. Brady covered by Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hamry. The shot will not go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. To the inside. Black lays it in without an inch of room around him. Black's got his second basket.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Black's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the rejection by Monroe. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
There's the pass to Pope. Shot's good. Slim's got 20.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
There's the bucket. Good.
One more quarter to go.
And
We pretty much got it in the bank.
A double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Nuggets on top, leading by 17. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know.
All right, let's finish this game off.
They've got Porzingis.
Oh, it just opens right up. Heart stays like roses.
That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Here's Tiny. They set the pick. Here's Pope. Payne grabs the board. The Nuggets leading by 19. Here's Bradford. Pope with the rebound. Slim's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Tiny. Lets it go. That's tipped, but he stays with it. To the middle. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Throws it up high. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
2 on the clock. And that one comes up a bit short.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Back-to-back alleys. Cecil
difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
And here are the Suns now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. There's the pick. It's deflected, but they recover it. Philima. That misses off the backboard. The Nuggets leading by 23. Dishes to Russell. Denver passing it around. Pass to Porzingis. He kicks it to Russell. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Payne. And Denver again with the bucket.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
No basket for the 7th time in
If
15
I can
attempts
stay
this
awake
game.
here, guys. But let's just pull up for a 3 by Payne. Oh, there you go.
From the field.
Well, I tell you what, when you get
Game
this kind
over,
of effort
Suns,
and
go
efficiency
home.
from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Clement. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Payne passes to Bradford. Payne in the post. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Drew's checked in for the Nuggets.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
So Drew's come on now.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Suns ball.
Here's Tiny. 6 to shoot.
Had
Here's
Pedersen
Peterson.
on the Nuggets
That's good.
for a season.
Good look. He'll
Really
make that
good
one most of the time.
undersized center. I think he's 6'9" or 6'10".
Here's Denver now.
But he's got good
They've got
size
a
about
13-2
him.
run goal.
I did quite enjoy having him.
Feeds it to Payne.
Going for the dunk there.
And it's Payne.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the excellent.
Come on now. We're going to have to instant replay that just for a different angle. Oh.
Point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw.
Might
Courtesy
be
of Kia. And it's the
35
Suns
years
with the
old,
ball.
but
The Nuggets getting the bucket. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Tiny, the good-looking shot from the wing.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Payne, guarded closer. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
What an incredible run
Did
there
say
on
it
right now.
started
Confidence
this
as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on
feed
their
that
team
I was going to try to
with the
expose
absolute
Ulyss being
Midas magic
5'8",
touch, shooting
whatever
the
he is.
lights out here.
Here's Tiny.
So if we go and have a look at Ulyss, he's 5'9", 160. You go over to Cecil Payne, he's 6'8" and 223 pounds. Came in as a shooting guard, but his passing was quite good. So I changed his position to a point guard. Very early on, I had him as a shooting guard. But it only took a couple of seasons to realise that he was a point guard.
On the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Payne. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your
And he knocks down the first one. The Nuggets making a switch here. Hayward's checked
But he's
in.
definitely
The
found
Suns
something
making
this
a switch
season.
here. Payne hits them
He
both.
never started games off quite that
Phoenix has gone past
explosive,
the three-point line for
but he
13 of
always
their
finished
shots.
the games off really
6 of
strongly in the
13.
third and the fourth quarter all season. This whole season, he's done a really good job
Here's
of
Peterson.
playing really well
Rejected
in the
by
back half of
Payne.
games.
They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Drew. They set the pick. Down low. Deflects the pass. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And he gets the bucket.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
For Denver, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Payne passes to Drew. Now the feed to Payne.
With the turnover total in the first half, only 1.
Okay. I'm going to take him off now. He's pretty tired. He's done his job. Hayward's come on. Nah, I'm going to give those minutes back to Owens. I'm going to put Bates in there. And I'll leave Drew on.
A totally different story here in the second. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Phoenix has possession. Here's Peterson. Connects from three-point range.
So Bates was someone we picked up in free agency this season. He was quite raw. His ratings aren't that great. But also, what's good about him is
Here's Henry. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
His ability to have the potential to grow into something. So, we'll look at his stats quickly. He's 61 overall, but if we flip over to his potential graph there, you can see that it's quite high. So obviously there's not a lot there to work with. And as you can see from his ratings, they're not that great, but his standing dunk's quite high. His post control isn't too bad. His offensive consistency, offensive rebound, defensive rebounding isn't that bad. He's got good box out. So yeah, he's just one that we had to pick up more so for his potential and a filler spot being the fact that he's on my reserves or on my bench.
Peterson, the pass to Garner.
And I've got no cap to spend, so he's just one of those guys that come on at the back end of a game when I'm winning by a big margin.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Nuggets shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. They set the pick. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 to shoot.
Owens, there you go.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Don't ever do that.
They're going to have a hard time
Don't ever double
climbing
team
back into this
someone.
game if they continue to defend
Got
like
too
that.
many weapons.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Owens to the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Here's Peterson. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. There's the pick. Here's Garner. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Gonna be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Nuggets.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And the layup is good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
In the corner, Henry with it. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payne passes to Knox. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Middleton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
It's deflected. Now here's Payne, defended by Middleton. Now here's Payne. Down low. It's picked off. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
116. The Suns, 93.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now he found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What'd you think?
Yeah, it's Payne.
And thanks for watching tonight's coverage of the NBA Conference.
There's the stats. Porzingis had a 5-block game. Russell also had a 4. Didn't really do much on the stat-wise, but did have a plus-minus of +30. Bradford had a fairly good across-the-board game, other than not scoring, but the ball wasn't in his hand that much. Grady had a pretty good game as my backup centre. You know, you got him at 68. We got him at 74, and I'm sort of just changing in between the two of whoever's sort of performing better at this current stage. Payne didn't miss a shot from the field, didn't miss a shot from the three-point line, and didn't miss a shot from the foul line. That is an absolute tremendous game by Cecil Payne. So we'll get out of that. Lastly, we'll just have a quick look at what next season looks like in terms of mock draft. Obviously, I'm playing either the Orlando Magic or Cleveland. I have versed Cleveland a fair few times in the playoffs. They're not as good as they once were, so I don't know who I exactly want to play there. But we'll quickly go over to scouting. We'll have a look at the mock drafts there. So I've got a top 6 pick, and if I'm honest, if it falls exactly the way it does there on the screen, I will be picking Adrian Jetta. He's 73 overall. I do remember using him in the preseason game at the start of this season. They do have a couple of decent centres here. Obviously, I made this trade hoping that it would slide up to the first pick, but it hasn't worked out that way because I really wanted to get Ken Becker, but unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. Having said that, if Kings have a small forward, they're not likely to draft him, knowing that this is how drafts have been in the last few seasons, where if a team's got a particular decent player, they won't really draft that player, even if they're the best player on the board. So if either two of those two players, Becker and House, fall to pick 6, I probably will pick them over Jetta. And then if we go down further here, my pick slid all the way. My other pick is slid all the way to 23rd, but I'm wanting to pick up Timmy Craig. So he's nearly 300 pounds and 7'2", 7'2" overall. He's getting, that's his stats currently in whatever pre-draft league that is. He's got good post defense, decent rebounding. His perimeter defense for a big is actually quite good, and he's got decent potential. So that's probably where we're sitting at with the draft. If we go over to my player contract, as you can see, Porzingis there on large money. Got Cecil Payne on a declining front-loaded contract because I wanted it to be that way as he ended his career, to be able to then spend some money elsewhere. We put Gabriel in that trade where we got him, but we took on another 20 mil of contract there. Bradford's got one more season at 8 mil, so next season's going to be the tough one. Obviously we've got a team option, but is it best to move on him and maybe give Owens the starting shooting guard position and maybe try to get a better long-term person where I'm not having to just let them not re-sign at the end of the season. Obviously I've got Pena there, who you didn't see in that game because he's injured for the whole season. What has he done? I can't remember. He's got a broken leg for 1 to 2 weeks, so I dare say he's probably gone. He might come back late if, like, there's a game 6 in the finals, because I can't see myself losing to the Phoenix. As we saw, I didn't play the best, but I still destroyed them. And really the only one off the books end of this season, Greg Monroe and Bates and Hayward, which I don't really care if I retain either of them, but I don't really need to worry about. My team's pretty much set for next season. It's the season after that's going to be the big issue, but as you can see up the top there, 29 mil, nearly 30 mil over the salary cap, and the luxury tax room I'm over by 9 mil. So yeah, those large contracts there, as you can see there, have done a little bit of damage there, and obviously you can see Knox next season goes up to 27 mil from his rookie contract at 6.45 mil. So we might just leave it there, but we might have a look at league leaders. That's what I wanted to look at. So obviously Okafor turned into something good in 2K. Obviously he hasn't had a great actual real life career. But as you can see there, I've got a fair few Nugget players in the top 15 there in player efficiency rating. So I'll just leave it there, guys, and I'll see how I can shut this off without deleting the video.